Yes, folks, it's Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. Do please, I know I ask it all the time, but it's not so hard, is it? Like and subscribe. Loads of comments, I like them. Requests for songs. I've got a few in, but I've got one I've got to sing today. And I'd like to say a special thank you to Michael Fair, who has pointed out and sent to me a connection to a news article about HMP FRANKLAND, folks. You know, FRANKLAND, where they keep all the terrorists and murderers and people who have got to be locked away from society because of the nature of their misdeeds. Yes, folks, that HMP FRANKLAND, a Category A prison. And it appears, from what Michael Fair pointed out to me, that HMP FRANKLAND has got a problem with drugs. Drugs, people smuggling in spice, marijuana, cocaine, heroin, all the rest of it. Alcohol, tobacco, mobile phones. I don't know what else they're smuggling in, but they seem to be doing it. And to enable them to protect the prison from these illicit substances and all other manner of illegal properties, they are using what's known as sniffer dogs, yeah? They also have guard dogs. I mean, all the prisons have got those. They're usually German shepherds, great big things that patrol all the inside perimeter. Sometimes they use them for extremely dangerous inmates to make sure that they don't attack the staff. Been there when they've done that. Yeah. Well, anyway, but the problem at HMP FRANKLAND is that a number of inmates, a group of inmates of a specific religious group, are objecting to dogs being used to search them because they're searching them when they come off visits, etc. They say that the Islamic faith states that dogs are unclean animals, they're impure, and that to allow dogs close to them is an offence against their religious beliefs. Well, let me tell you that is utter bollocks. Complete, utter nonsense. Yep. Because I have researched this, and I'll put a link down below so that you too can read up on this. And the Islamic faith states that all living creatures are created by Allah or God, or whatever other name, Jehovah, whatever name you wish to give the Almighty, and that they are to be protected, so not killed. So the murdering and blowing up of individual people, groups of people, like the Manchester bombing where 22 people were killed, people wearing suicide vests and going into places blowing up people who don't agree with their religious beliefs. That is, according to the Prophet, written in the Quran, that is a sin against Allah, God, Jehovah, etc. Yeah, and they do say that there is one line in the Quran which says that all dogs must be protected and honoured, except the black dog. The black dog is a devil, according to Scripture. It specifically is in the Quran at chapter 4, line 299. You can see that. I put a link down below. You have a read at that. So, as they are objecting that they're saying this, it's just something they've made up, actually, because it isn't written in their holy scriptures. It really isn't. Yeah? And you can see if you read my link down below that it definitely is not. This is just some misinterpretation that they're using to gain some kind of advantage over the system. So I believe. Yeah. So what have the authorities done? Well, according to the Prison Officers Association, they are restricting the use of sniffer dogs when it comes to people of certain religious beliefs, that being the members of the Islamic faith or the Muslims. Now, I don't see why they should have any special treatment myself, and we can point anybody who is at the Ministry of Justice only has to refer to the noted Imam Eder, E-D-E-R, the noted Imam, the noted expert on the Quran, and he says that it is a fallacy that dogs are impure. Now, this all stems back into medieval times when dogs in certain Middle Eastern countries were developing rabies. It was just a belief that the saliva from a rabid dog would actually create great problems. I mean, if a rabid dog bit you, then you get rabies, and in those days, I mean, even today, rabies will kill. So that was probably the origin of the belief that dogs were unclean. But in the prisons, the dogs are not unclean. The dogs are perfectly safe, and the only reason that I can see, I may be mistaken, I am not a religious scholar in that respect, I may be mistaken, but the only reason I can see that the members of the Islamic religious faith want to protect themselves from sniffer dogs is to enable them to continue smuggling in illicit drugs. And what has the Ministry of Justice done? Well, they have decided that they are not going to use sniffer dogs to search members of the Islamic faith. It's all right. I mean, when they're out, they don't bother too much, do they? Strap on a suicide belt, go into a pet shop and blow them all up. Yeah? What next? They're barking mad. Barking mad. That's what the MOJ are. Hey? And the governor should just say, no, I'm not having that. But to do that, you'd need to have a pair of bollocks. And they ain't got none, have they? It's that time of day, folks. Yeah. So, the story about these dogs being unclean, according to the Islamic faith, is nonsense. There you are. That's a song dinger. I hope you've been all warned. Are goats considered to be impure? We'll get an opinion. What do you think? Oh, you're there. Nope. They scream a bit, especially when they heard the song there. So I'm going to sing to you now an appropriate song. Yeah, I know you don't like it. Hey, my wife doesn't like it. Even I'm not a great fan. But I'm going to sing to you a song today that I thought was appropriate considering the subject matter of this little talk, this little rant. This was a big hit in 1960 for a man called Adam Faith. It's called Lonely Pup. So if you are of the Islamic faith, cover your ears. Soft brown eyes that seem to say, stay a while, I want to play. Could you, do please stop? He's a lonely pup in a Christmas shop. Thank you, lady, thank you, sir. Is there someone else that you'd prefer? He's not selfish, just a flop, though he wags his tail in a Christmas shop. Mr. Santa, if you would, send him someone, oh so good, someone who will take him home for everyone to see. Christmas time, a Christmas tree with a happy family. Pity him, he's got no pop. He's a lonely pup in a Christmas shop. Mr. Santa, if you would, send him someone oh so good. Someone who will take him home for everyone to see. Christmas time, a Christmas tree with a happy family. Pity him, he's got no pop. He's a lonely pup in a Christmas shop. I give over, it weren't that bad. Mind you, there's not many left to decide whether it was bad or not, because I take it you've all joined. Yeah, my mate Larry the Goat Herd, running for the hills. Grab your goat and go for it, folks. Tales from the jails. I hope you enjoyed that little rant.